Part A. Solve 2x squared minus 32 equals 0 using square roots. First write the equation. 2x squared minus 32 equals 0. Next add 32 to each side of the equation to get 2x squared equals 32. Then divide each side of the equation by 2 to get x squared equals 16. Taking the square root of each side of the equation gives x equals plus or minus the square root of 16. Because the square root of 16 equals 4, x equals plus or minus 4. So the solutions are x equals negative 4 and x equals 4. Part B. Solve x squared minus 8 equals negative 8 using square roots. First write the equation. X squared minus 8 equals negative 8. Next add 8 to each side of the equation to get x squared equals 0. Taking the square root of each side of the equation gives x equals 0. So the only solution is x equals 0. Part C. Solve negative 2x squared plus 3 equals 27 using square roots. First write the equation. Negative 2x squared plus 3 equals 27. Next subtract 3 from each side of the equation to get negative 2x squared equals 24. Then divide each side of the equation by negative 2 to get x squared equals negative 12. The square of a real number cannot be negative, so the equation has no real solutions. Solve the quantity x minus 3 squared equals 16 using square roots. First write the equation. The quantity x minus 3 squared equals 16. Next take the square root of each side of the equation to get x minus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 16. Because the square root of 16 equals 4, the equation simplifies to x minus 3 equals plus or minus 4. Next add 3 to each side of the equation to get x equals 3 plus or minus 4. So the solutions are x equals 3 minus 4 or negative 1 and x equals 3 plus 4 or 7. Solve 2x squared plus 10 equals 32 using square roots. Round the solutions to the nearest hundredth. First write the equation. 2x squared plus 10 equals 32. Next subtract 10 from each side of the equation to get 2x squared equals 22. Then divide each side of the equation by 2 to get x squared equals 11. Taking the square root of each side of the equation gives x equals plus or minus the square root of 11. Then use a calculator to get x as approximately plus or minus 3 32 hundredths. So the solutions are x is approximately negative 3 32/100ths, and x is approximately 3 32/100ths. A storage container has the shape of a rectangular prism. Its height is 6 feet. Its length is 2 times its width. The volume is 288 cubic feet. Find the length and width of the container. The length L is 2 times the width W, so L equals 2W. Write an equation using the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism, V equals L times W times H, where V is the volume, L is the length, W is the width, and H is the height. Substituting 288 for V, 2W for L, and 6 for H, gives 288 equals 2W times 6, which simplifies to 288 equals 12W squared. Next, divide each side of the equation by 12. Because 288 divided by 12 equals 24 and 12 divided by 12 equals 1, 24 equals W squared. Then take the square root of each side of the equation to get plus or minus the square root of 24 equals W. So the solutions are the square root of 24 and negative the square root of 24. Because the width cannot be negative, use the positive solution. So the width is the square root of 24, or approximately 4 9/10 feet, and the length is 2 times the square root of 24, or approximately 9 8/10 feet. The surface area S of a cube with side length A is given by the formula S equals 6A squared. Solve the formula for A. Then approximate the side length of a cube with a surface area of 724 square inches. First write the formula S equals 6A squared. To solve for A, begin by dividing each side of the equation by 6. S divided by 6 equals A squared. Because A cannot be negative, take the positive square root of each side of the equation to get the square root of the quantity S divided by 6 equals A. Next, substitute 724 for S in the new formula and evaluate. The formula is A equals the square root of the quantity S divided by 6. Substituting 724 for S gives A equals the square root of the quantity 724 divided by 6. Using a calculator to approximate the square root gives A is approximately 11. So the side length of the cube is about 11 inches.